This is part two of my review of Spider-Man Brand New Day, and this review contains some spoilers, so if you haven't seen the movie yet, come back after you do and check out part one first. My favorite action sequence was the night fight between Spider-Man and Scorpion while Scorpion is being mind controlled by Jean Grey. It's also the first time we actually get a clear look at Jean on screen. Even though I think the Scorpion character ultimately was a wasted character, the entire fight sequence was done really well. My favorite performance is, of course, Tom Holland as Spider-Man. Tobey Maguire was my childhood Spider-Man, so I've always had a bias toward him. That's honestly one of the reasons I've avoided watching the other live action Spider-Man for so long. I'm just sentimental like that. But I have to say, Tom Holland has continued to impress me. Marvel picked the right man for the job. Outside of Spider-Man, my favorite character was actually John Bernthal as the Punisher. Not only was he hilarious throughout the movie, but I also liked how he became sort of a big brother and a mentor to Peter. You know, he was an a-hole, but he was a good a-hole, if that makes sense. As far as the villains, I don't think any of them truly worked. Scorpion only in the movie for what, 7 or 8 minutes, yet he had some of the best action sequences with Spider-Man. The film could have worked without him because he was so underutilized. Another underutilized character and the one presented as the main projected villain was Jean Grey. I didn't like how she was brought into this movie. If this was supposed to reintroduce Jean Grey for the Phoenix storyline later in the MCU, I don't think it was handled very well. I know she's always been a morally ambiguous character, but her presence just didn't work for me. She was a threat, but not in the way the movie wanted us to believe at the beginning. The visuals worked well overall, even though nothing truly stood out to me. As always, the Spider-Man suit looked great. The action sequences delivered and the CGI worked whenever it wasn't too obvious. The music also didn't leave much of an impression on me. I thought the score could have been stronger. Overall, though, the cast was great. For characters and performances, Brand New Day receives a 9 out of 10, earning the Ensemble Badge. For direction, I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. Destin Daniel Cretton earns the Captain Badge. For cinematography and visuals, it also receives an 8 out of 10, earning the Aesthetics Badge. For sound and music, barely earns the Soundscape Badge with a 7 out of 10. This is the most emotionally connected I've ever felt to Spider-Man in any movie. So for emotional impact, I am giving it a 9 out of 10, earning the Heart Badge. After tallying up all 9 categories, Spider-Man Brand New Day receives a final score of 8.2 out of 10, making it officially Film Scout certified. That is my review of Spider-Man Brand New Day. If you've seen it, let me know your thoughts down below. Team DC, let's hope that Warner Brothers doesn't disappoint us in October with Clayface because Marvel continues to kick our behinds. Next week, I will be reviewing One Night Only and the new horror film Ice Cream Man. Until then, peace.